Controlling your anger is a journey that requires self-awareness, persistence, and a willingness to understand the root causes of our emotional responses. In this script, we will explore what anger is, why it happens, and how we can effectively manage and channel it towards personal growth. Our conversation will cover the definition of anger, its physical and emotional manifestations, the impact of unaddressed anger on relationships and well-being, and, most importantly, the practical steps you can take to transform anger into a constructive force in your life. To begin, it is essential to recognize that anger is a natural human emotion, a signal that something in our environment or within ourselves needs attention. Whether triggered by a frustrating situation, a misunderstanding, or deep-seated feelings of hurt, anger serves as an alert that our boundaries have been crossed or our values are under threat. However, when anger is left unchecked, it can escalate into destructive behavior, impair decision-making, and create lasting damage in both personal and professional relationships. The first step in controlling anger is developing self-awareness. This means taking a moment to pause and assess your emotional state before reacting impulsively. Ask yourself, what exactly am I feeling? Is it anger, disappointment, fear, or a combination of emotions? Understanding that anger is often just one part of a larger emotional puzzle can help you address the underlying issues. By recognizing these patterns, you begin to see that every episode of anger has a trigger, a specific thought, event, or memory that sets off a chain reaction. When you identify these triggers, you can start to work on strategies that prevent them from leading to an explosive outburst. One useful technique for building self-awareness is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment and accepting your feelings without judgment. It involves observing your thoughts as they arise and letting them pass without getting entangled in them. By practicing mindfulness regularly, you train your mind to recognize anger early on. When you notice your body tensing or your heart rate increasing, you have the opportunity to pause, breathe, and decide how best to respond. This simple act of pausing can be the difference between a controlled conversation and an uncontrollable eruption of anger. Along with mindfulness, it is important to cultivate self-compassion. Many of us are harsh critics of ourselves, especially when we feel overwhelmed by anger. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a friend. Remind yourself that it is normal to experience anger and that it does not make you a bad person. Instead of self-blame or criticism, acknowledge your feelings and commit to learning from them. This approach not only reduces the intensity of your anger but also creates space for positive change and emotional growth. Another effective strategy for managing anger is learning to communicate assertively. Often, anger stems from unmet needs or feelings of powerlessness. When you communicate assertively, you express your feelings and needs in a clear, respectful, and direct manner. Assertiveness differs from aggression in that it does not involve attacking or blaming the other person, rather, it focuses on expressing your perspective while remaining open to dialogue. For example, instead of saying, "You always ignore me," an assertive approach might be, "I feel hurt when I think my contributions are overlooked." This kind of language reduces the likelihood of defensive reactions from others and paves the way for constructive conversations. In addition to mindfulness and assertive communication, physical exercise plays a crucial role in anger management. Regular physical activity helps release built-up tension and stress, which can be significant contributors to anger. Whether it is a brisk walk, a session at the gym, or even a few minutes of stretching, exercise helps regulate your mood and improve your overall well-being. Physical activity stimulates the production of endorphins, natural mood lifters, that make you feel calmer and more relaxed. Incorporating exercise into your daily routine can serve as a preventive measure, reducing the overall frequency and intensity of anger episodes. Another valuable tool in managing anger is developing healthy coping mechanisms. This might involve hobbies, creative pursuits, or any activity that gives you joy and relaxation. For some, engaging in art, music, or writing can provide an outlet for the intense emotions that anger brings. For others, spending time in nature or practicing relaxation techniques such as deep breathing or progressive muscle relaxation can be particularly effective. Experiment with different methods until you find the strategies that resonate with you. By diversifying your coping mechanisms, you are better equipped to handle a variety of emotional situations without resorting to anger as your primary response. It is also important to acknowledge that sometimes anger is rooted in deeper issues such as past trauma or unresolved conflicts. In these cases, seeking professional help from a therapist or counselor can be incredibly beneficial. Therapy provides a safe space to explore the origins of your anger, understand its impact on your life, and develop tailored strategies for managing it. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, for example, is a well-known method that helps individuals identify negative thought patterns and replace them with healthier ones. Engaging in therapy is not a sign of weakness, rather, it is a courageous step toward reclaiming control over your emotions and building a more balanced life. As you work on controlling your anger, it is essential to practice patience. Changing emotional responses that have been ingrained over years or even decades does not happen overnight. There will be setbacks, and at times you may feel frustrated with your progress. However, each step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Keep a journal of your experiences and reflect on the moments when you successfully managed your anger. Over time, these successes will build your confidence and reinforce the idea that you are capable of change. In addition to these individual strategies, building a supportive network can significantly aid in your journey toward anger management. Surround yourself with people who understand your struggles and can offer encouragement and advice. Friends, family, or support groups can provide a sounding board for your feelings and help you gain new perspectives on challenging situations. Sharing your experiences with others who have faced similar challenges can also reduce feelings of isolation and reinforce that you are not alone in your struggle. A key aspect of controlling anger is learning to reframe your thoughts. Often, anger arises from interpretations of events that may not be entirely accurate. For instance, if someone behaves in a way that triggers your anger, consider alternative explanations for their behavior. Perhaps they are having a bad day, or there may be external factors influencing their actions. By challenging your initial assumptions and considering different viewpoints, you can diffuse the intensity of your anger and approach the situation with greater empathy and understanding. It is important to remember that anger is not inherently negative. It can be a catalyst for change and a source of motivation if harnessed properly. When controlled, anger can drive you to address injustices, set clear boundaries, and pursue goals with passion. The key is to channel the energy of anger into actions that are constructive rather than destructive. For example, if you feel frustrated by a situation at work, use that energy to brainstorm solutions or to advocate for changes that benefit everyone involved. By transforming anger into positive action, you empower yourself to create a better environment for yourself and those around you. As you continue on your journey to control anger, remind yourself that this is an ongoing process. There will be moments when you feel completely in control of your emotions, and other times when old habits resurface. The goal is not to eliminate anger entirely, because that would be both unrealistic and unhealthy, but rather to develop a balanced relationship with your emotions. Learn to accept anger as one part of your emotional spectrum while also cultivating calm, resilience, and empathy. In conclusion, controlling anger involves a multifaceted approach that includes self-awareness, mindfulness, assertive communication, physical activity, healthy coping mechanisms, professional guidance, and a supportive network. By embracing these strategies, you can transform anger from a source of distress into a powerful tool for personal growth. Every step you take toward understanding and managing your anger is a step toward a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Remember that you have the power to shape your emotional responses and that every challenge is an opportunity to learn something new about yourself. As you practice these techniques, be kind to yourself and celebrate your progress, no matter how incremental it may seem. The journey to controlling anger is a testament to your strength and determination, and with time, you will find that the fire of anger can be tempered into a steady, motivating force that guides you toward a brighter future. This video is a call to action, a reminder that change is possible with effort and commitment. Let your journey toward anger management be marked by small victories, deep insights, and the gradual emergence of a more compassionate, understanding version of yourself. The road may be long and sometimes challenging, but every step forward is a step toward reclaiming your peace of mind and building a life that reflects the best version of who you are. By embracing these principles, you are not only learning to control your anger, but you are also paving the way for a life filled with greater empathy, resilience, and emotional freedom. Thank you for joining this exploration into anger management. May you find the strength within to transform your anger into a wellspring of positive change, and may every day bring you closer to the balance and peace you deserve. Thank you for joining us on this journey toward mastering your emotions and reclaiming your inner peace. As we conclude this discussion on anger management, remember that every small step matters. Embrace the techniques you've learned today and allow them to guide you in transforming challenges into opportunities for growth. Keep practicing mindfulness, self-compassion, and assertive communication to build a healthier relationship with your feelings. Your commitment to change is powerful, and every moment of progress enriches your life. Stay patient, stay resilient, and know that you are never alone on this path. We look forward to witnessing your continuous progress and celebrating each victory along the way. Keep moving forward, and let hope guide your every step with determination.